Ever feel like you started trying to lose weight and then everyone around you just started acting weird? You stop drinking and your mates act like you've joined the Amish community. You say no to a takeaway or an extra serving of garlic bread with your dinner and now you are no fun. You mention that you want to try to lose weight and suddenly that is an attack on the character of those around you. So why does it feel like people are sabotaging your weight loss attempts? Why do they roll your eyes when you say no to the extra glass of wine and yes to getting your steps in your lunch break? Why do they guilt trip you into just having one more? We're going to break this down, but firstly, let's get honest on what's actually happening here. It's easy to think that people are actively trying to sabotage you out of jealousy or spite, but actually it's down to the fact that we are pretty insecure as people. Humans are tribal, right? We are wired for group behavior. And you've probably heard the phrase safety in numbers, and this massively applies to our behavior around food, drink, and exercise. When you're drinking every weekend with friends, you can get away with it because that's what everyone's doing. It suddenly doesn't feel as naughty when you say, let's just start the diet on Monday and then have a weekend-long binge. In fact, sometimes it can feel fun. When you're acting like this, you're one of us, you are part of the group. And then you change the script and your behavior becomes a mirror that those people didn't ask for. When you stop overeating with them, they don't just lose their snack buddy. They lose their cosign that simply says, it's fine that I'm not ready to change yet because we are all in this together in the same boat. You might have paddled off into the sunset, but they are left in the rubber dinghy of denial. You see, for most people, the sabotaging isn't some evil master plan. It's not that they actively want you to fail. It's just discomfort. They see you making progress and it highlights what they might not yet be willing to do. And when humans feel exposed, we joke and we belittle. But most importantly, we sometimes try to bring others back into our comfort zone where we feel safe. The other thing to note is that when you lose weight, you are changing your identity, and this identity change is uncomfortable for those around you. There is a great book called Tiny Habits, and in there is a fantastic quote. Behavior that matches identity becomes permanent. And the problem here is that your old identity is still what those around you know you as, and they might not be ready to meet the new you yet. So what happens then is that they try to pull you back. They will guilt trip you. They will tempt you with foods that might not be on your plan. And it's not just that they might hate your progress, it's that they've got a fear of being left behind. So now let's go back to the question, what do you actually do if you are living with saboteurs? The first one is that you address it, not with rage, not with a I'm better than you energy, but with honesty. You might say something like, I get that this feels different for you, but it is not a judgment on you. This is something I want to do for me. Set boundaries, not ultimatums. You're allowed to say, I'm gonna skip drinks tonight, not forever, but just for right now when I'm on this journey. Another thing to note is that no is a complete sentence. If someone offers you a second serving, you can say that 2-letter word. And if someone gets defensive, then that is not your responsibility to fix. It's a sign that they are not ready yet. No one wants to be lectured on broccoli or given a PowerPoint presentation on their macro split. So show up, stay consistent, and let them see the results of your hard work. Show, don't tell. You having more energy, clearer skin, feeling more confident, being fitter, that is what's going to persuade them to actually take action and maybe join you. But there is a brutal truth that you might have to face, and it's that some people might not want to jump on board. Some people will keep making digs and they will try to pull you back to the version of you that they know. And you've got to ask yourself, do I want to be accepted for who I was or respected for who I'm becoming? You are not selfish for putting your health and your body and your weight loss to the top of the list. In fact, for the people that really matter, it's a selfless act because you will become the best version of yourself, and that will spread into every aspect of your life. You're not boring because you've outgrown chaotic eating cycles. In fact, you're no longer just bonding with people over self-destruction, and that's what I had to face too. When I was a student, I was overweight, I was drinking a lot, and my behaviors weren't healthy. And I realized that a big thing that tied me and my social network together was the fact that we all got pleasure out of behaving in that way. And moving away from those people did cost me some comfort, but I gained peace, clarity, and energy, and ultimately it helped me create a career where I helped people achieve the same things. So if someone jokes about how you used to be fun, just remember that they're probably not angry at you, but they could be angry about what your change reveals about them. And if this is the sort of thing that you think you could benefit from coaching from, head to fatlossfundamentals.co.uk and see what me and and my team can do to help you. Because if those around you don't support you, you don't have to go at this alone. You can work with a coach and you can join a community of people on the same journey as you. Safety in numbers, but in the right way.